What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners. Shout out to the Point of View crew. This is the first time I ever did a video without a hat or a beanie on. A straight up haircut of mine. And if you heard it like I did, it sounded like the intro kind of had a little drag on it because I was looking at myself thinking, dang, no hat, no beanie. I was looking at my haircut. So it's like, Prison POV. Anyways, I'm not going to point out my errors. You maybe thought it sounded perfect to you. This is my favorite kind of video to do. This is the viewer's choice. I got like 9-10 stories right here. They go a little bit quicker, but you know, a lot of bang for your buck. We're really able to pack them in. I love these. You know how they work. I was going to say roll. You know, 2 words in one. So I was going to say, you know how it rolls? And I said, you know how it works? It's like, roll. I put a community tab out, and you guys give me the topics. And we run with it. So, we're going to kick it off like this. Green-eyed Gemini. Ask. Things I didn't get caught for. I got a street story and yeah, trip on this. I was going to do a robbery. I set this robbery up. My brother's friends. Maybe that's why we don't get along so much. Is what it is. I took 2 dudes with me. One to drive and one to go and stay in the living room. Because I knew I was going to go in the back room and he would need to control whatever people on the living room. So I set this thing up. We're going to go do it. Only have 1 weapon. I thought I should take the weapon with me in the back bedroom. And the other 2 guys thought that the dude in the living room should have it. In order to maintain order or just keep these dudes subdued or whatever. But that's not going to be an issue. You do that with charm. You're not going to draw down in the living room. You're going to go in there and just be real friendly. We're acting like we're doing business. I'm walking back there. You just make sure no one gets up and walks back there. You don't do the violence. You get more bees with honey. I need to be armed. I'm going to go back there taking something. Like, no, he needs it. So that and some other ideas, I start thinking those 2 dudes are going to give me. It was all said and done. Because on the way there, we made a couple of stops. They're doing some arrangements. It's like, why do I feel like I'm in the dark on my own lick? I don't even know what's going on. What are we doing here? So we go there. Dude sits out front. Me and dude walk in. He stays in the living room. I walk in the back. Break yourself. Kick down. Give it to me. Gave me $400 cash. A pretty big chunk. But then said, look, my connect's on the way in about 15 minutes. Bringing me much more. Do you want to wait? Of course that was a trap. Of course it was a setup. No, I'm not going to wait. How's that going to go down? But I called the dude in the living room. And I go, hey, come here. Dude that was in the living room, called him back there. I made them tell him what you said. And they said, our guy's going to be here in about 15 minutes. Do you want to wait? And I looked at him for the answer. He's like, no, we can't wait. We got to go. And I said, okay, let's go then. So him and I left the house, got in the car and drove off. What'd you get? Where it's at? I said, I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything. You heard what she said. The guy's going to be there in 15 minutes. He said, they didn't have nothing? I said, no. Because I didn't want to tell them because I thought they're going to get me. They didn't have anything. Dude, Splinter, you said they always have stuff. That's what I thought. Hey, dude, you had the option to wait 15 minutes to get it. We could have waited and you're the one that said you wanted to leave. I'd hang out with them for like 4 hours as they were pouting and snarfing and trying to figure out another lick and just having empty pockets, and I'm sitting fat. Trying to play it off like, man, this sucks, doesn't it? And then finally I kicked rocks. I was able to separate from them. Went and did me. And then when I was in county jail a couple months later, the dude who was in the living room had long hair. I seen him in county jail in the gym. I was like sitting down waiting to go to court. I seen this dude approaching me really fast, but he has a shaved head. It was him, cut his long hair off, shaved his head. Gets really close to me. He's like, you ended up robbing those people that day, didn't you? I was like, I might have. Which day we referring to? You know, a lot goes on out there. Hey, but trip on this. I moved. I was staying with this chick. She was totally responsible for my well-being. I'll never put myself in that position again. She's totally supported me. She had the job, she had the pad, she had the car, she paid for my get well, she paid for everything. Stupid. I mean, it's cool when it's happening. When it's good. But what happens when there's a big old fight and you fall off and she kicks you to the curb and you got nothing going on? Like, yikes. That happened. So I hooked up these other people, moved across town, and I was strung out on black. The people I moved in with didn't do black. And I don't got no money. So she was totally supporting me. I got no money, no hustle. Like, damn, how am I going to stay well? And she knew these 2 people in another corner had some. She took me over there. I spilled my sad story. I'm on this side of town now. I need to get well to help me out. They got me well. I went over the next day. Knock, knock. Hi, guys. How's it going? Got me well again. The next day, no shame in my game. Every day, not 7 in the morning. Hi, I'm here. For like a week, 7, 8 days straight, they never said it. Just kept giving me well. But I'm like, dude, you're just gonna come over here every day? I'm like, well, I'll figure something out. Like, and they said, look, you can do something for us. Go to the store and steal some computer paper. Here's what the plastic wrapping looks like. Look for this plastic wrapping. Go to Rite Aid, steal some computer paper. I was like, all right, cool. I went down there and I'm on the paper aisle. I'm looking, and it was like this thick. I found the paper. I thought it was gonna be like a little thin thing I was gonna put in my pants. And no, it was like a big ass thick package. I'm like, damn, they went for like the extra large package. How come they couldn't do the little micro dose, the little small one? So I put it in my pants. It was kind of hard, and I was like, I went walking out, and I got real lightheaded. And I started like, whoa, and I was seeing stars. I literally dropped to a knee. These people, the workers came and got me. Sir, you okay? And I was like, I'm hyperglycemic. Now I don't even really know what that means. That's what came out. Hyperglycemic. They sat me down on a chair, and it was Rite Aid. So they have ice cream. They go, do you want some ice cream? I was like, yeah. Cool. They brought me cookies and cream, please. They brought me some cookies and cream. I said, oh, could I have a Pepsi? I like to pour it on there and mix it a little bit. Yeah. Brought me a Pepsi, so I'm sitting there. I think someone was fanning me. I got their stolen paper down my drawers. I'm eating the sugar because I'm hypoglycemic. Not. So I polished that off. I'd be out of line and ask for a pack of gummy worms for the road. And I left. Got away with that paper. Damn sure did. And I gave it to him. He's like, damn, like, his tummy's so big. So yeah, that's what happened there. And Junior Gonzalez says, beef that started on the street and followed in prison. There's this fool I met. First impressions are everything, aren't they? I met this dude on D-Yard, and he just was a straight crybaby. He just came off as such a puss. No heart. He had done pretty hefty-duty crime. Gosh darn it, a carjacking. They didn't file on him, but he got a year flat violation. But they have a year to file. So he's like in there like, dude, are they going to file? Like, I got this year flat, and they might wait till the very last day for I'm supposed to get out and file on me? Like, I was like, they might. He's like, oh, do you think they'll file? I was like, I don't know. Don't care. Like, dude, you want to be Sally's? Dude, no way I don't want to be your Sally. I'd end up hearing about your case all night. Like, bro, give me 6 feet. He was just crying over and over about his charge. Are they going to file? Coming across like just a big puss, man. I was just trying to avoid him. I'm like, I'm going to go do some pull-ups now. He's like, me too. I'm like, never mind. I'm going to run a lap. You can't run in there. I mean, I've tried running. They trip out. The gunners and the guards start running. One time I had this routine too. I think they're full of shit. I was at H1 and involves doing 5 jumping jacks and 5 push-ups and some kick-outs, and it's real good for cardio. And I was doing the jumping jacks, and the cops came running over back there. Oh, you asking for help? You waving around for help? I was like, no, I'm doing jumping jacks. Come on now. So this dude's acting like a total puss. I get out. I'm on the streets. I'm hanging out at this dope spot in apartments. But people will come over and not really want to park in an apartment complex. That's tough. Some words are tough to say together. Park an apartment. Well, I did it that time. They don't want to park in the apartment complex. They go to the first street, cross the street, and park right there. And that same dude, the puss from D1, lived across from where they want to park, and he caught big old attitude. They're just really tripping out. What are you guys parking right there for? Like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? It's not even in front of your house. So one day he comes walking over, following us over there. Not following us. Yeah, we parked, followed us over there, and he had 3 people with him. So 4 of those fools came over to sweat me as one other dude. Talking about, why the fuck are you parking over there? And I could smell Bodycon's breath. He's drunk. That old can of man. We gotta wait till you get drunk to say something, fool. That's what I felt like. Anyways, he pushes me, and my homeboy took off on him. Start punching him. So I punched him. I took off on him. So he pushed me first. And he had 3 dudes with him. I thought it was gonna be 4 on 2. They didn't do nothing crazy. They let us sit and jump their buddy. And then they broke it up. They went running across the street. And now they start putting notes on the cars. A bunch of bullshit. Then I get busted. I go into DePaul County Jail. And that dude who was crying about us parking right there has the keys to the building. Isn't it always like that? You bump heads with someone, get to the spot, and motherfucker has the damn keys. Happened to me a couple times. But he didn't really have a big attitude with me. Like, not really at first. Until he got drunk. And then they rolled him up. Because he got all drunk. Yelled on the tier. And then the cops came in. Took him out of that cell. Moved him on the bottom tier. Then he didn't have the keys no more. That's when he started talking shit to me. Just sweating me. Telling all the homeboys I jumped him out there. This and that. We ended up handling it. And it was just a whole weird fucking thing. Wow. Fucking, but first impressions are everything. So, I know what it's like when I have friends jump in. Told you guys before, I think I mentioned this a while back. I was going to get into it with this fool who was starting some major shit. I know he was going to fight dirty. I had 3 people with me. I said, let's go over there and handle this. I pulled up at a cigarette store. We all went in. I said, everybody pick out a knife, a pocket knife. 4 of us, about all 4 of us, a pocket knife. We're all armed. We get in the vehicle. We drive over there. One other dude gets out and walks in the house with me, confront this guy. One other dude's on the phone, like, hey, I'll be right in there. Other guy acts like he dropped his contact. He didn't even want to go inside the house. No way. You know why? Because they had no killer instinct. We're going to talk about that one of these days. Yeah, the motherfuckers didn't want to get off. But don't cry in prison. That's why they say smile now and cry later. I got a tattoo, smile now and cry later. It's kind of shot out. It looks more like get on welfare now or get on welfare later. But look at St. Zero said Hispanic Woods. He wants to hear about it. Dude, I know a Hispanic Nazi writer. A couple of them, actually. I know this one dude is straight up Hispanic. He's got NLR tattooed on his leg right here. I'm going to stand up so I can give you the full perspective. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's right here. NLR. I myself tattooed myself a tattoo on my thigh right there. A headstone, and on it says life kills. I thought that was kind of groovy. Life kills. But you know what happened? It started like fading. That tattoo started like getting light and light. And it's like, whoa! It's not a tattoo you want to fade. I feel like once it disappeared, I was going to be invisible or something. But okay, this Mexican dude, NLR on his thigh. They try to snatch him up, and Wasco want to validate him. It's a low rider. They put him in D6, and they're going to validate him. He shoots a kite to some Southside or some homies from his neighborhood. Says, I'm going to claim the neighborhood so I can get out of this, beat this validation packet. Tell the cops, you're tripping. I'm Southside. I roll with this. And they gave him the green light. So he didn't get validated in NLR. Came back, hit the yard. But straight Hispanic, not so right. When I first started doing time in county, there's these 3 brothers. 3 brothers, Hispanic from Oildale, and they're even dark even. They might have been fucking Guatemalan. Straight up Peckerwoods, man. Fight anybody who had a problem with it. We got in riots with the Southsiders. They were there having our back. Dude, I've seen a bunch of Hispanic Woods, man. Quite a few of them. So, John, man, is it Reed? John. What's up, homie? You've been around for a long time. I just call you, John. So, if something happens and you went back, how would you do your time? This is a more better question. If I went back, would I be GP? Snarf. Let's think about that for a minute. When I paroled GP, D1. Never PC, never locked up, none of that shit. Straight active GP. Now I'm out here doing this YouTube thing. Been out a minute. You know what they say? It's not allowed. People are going to trip out on it. So if I went back, got busted, I went into county jail. Splinter, what's up? A lot of my homeboys know about the YouTube thing. I don't think I'd have any problem. I'd go into county jail, GP, active programming. Yeah, I got a YouTube channel. But if I got so out of line, I caught a felony, went to the pen, then I don't know. I'd be up there and be like, YouTube? What's that? I have Twitter. You want to hit me up on Twitter? I don't. Snapchat? I don't know. Don't know. What is Facebook? I have MySpace. I don't know if I'd go up to fucking prison or some level 3 I'd be like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I don't know what the feeling, what the thing is like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure. So, but how would I do my time? I wouldn't do drugs. That's all. That's been a problem, man. Doing time in there and different violations of terms and getting dumped dead and shit happens. I'd go in there sober. I'd go in there working out. And I'd go in there and get content. All right. So be that as it may, man. Hey, but going back seems like a grim possibility. Bro, it's crazy in this pad. Me and my cousin been fighting nonstop. She's so gnarly. I have to go around all day long with Derek and Green Eye Gemini's numbers on my leg in case I go to jail for some bullshit. I can call them to bail me out. The other day I was out back and we have a chain and I slammed like a gate like this and she's standing behind me and I bounced back and she goes, ooh, grab her mouth. I thought I slammed the fence and bounced back in her mouth. I thought, great. I mean, total accident, but like, here I'm in big trouble. She goes running off and, you know, and I went and looked and there's nothing, dude. Straight clown. Bro. Yeah, and today we're driving and she turning out the side of her neck. I went and try to hear it and she tried to jump out of the car while I was moving. She gets more mad when I ignore her than when I fight back. I had learned that. Got put up on game. I start ignoring her. She tried to jump out the car, dude. So, yeah. I'm going to be getting out of here soon. I'm going to do a fundraiser. I'm going to have a lemonade stand. I can mail it to you if you want a couple of lemonade. Hey, all right. Jose Luis Sanchez Jr. He says, there's another one, dude, by him. Hang on. Wasn't there? Jose Luis Sanchez Jr. I like saying that name. It kind of like rolls off your tongue. You know what else I like saying? Tranquilo. When someone's acting up fool, just tell them straight up, tranquilo. I love it. Hey, he said, do racial rules apply to white Christians? No. And that's what's crazy. I was in a dorm and they had a big Christian car. Every night, before lockout, they'd go out there and pray and they'd drop some verses. Cool. All the way down for it. Then they start holding hands. Kind of got everyone's attention. Like, white dudes are not supposed to, you know how it is. We program with Pikes and Southsiders, but with black dudes, we don't program with them. Can't eat after them, can't touch them, hold hands with them. No. Everyone's holding hands, though. But who wants to come against God? No one's going to break that up. So we're just like watching intently, like, man. Then the next day, forget the hand holding. Let's just go ahead and do some hugs. It's all nice and over and said and done. Love you, brother. Still, no one's saying nothing but yikes. And then they're spreading. They went all the way there, eating together. No one's saying nothing. Like, there'll be a time to say something. That time came when a bunch of drugs hit the pod. And a couple of those Christians that were doing all that started chasing the dope. And we're like, no. What are you doing? Back all the way up. You don't get under that. You're a Christian, right? You're holding hands and you're eating with races you shouldn't be and hugging and all that. And so now you want to straddle the fence? No. It's like this. If you chase the dope, don't go back to the prayer circle. And man, it's sad to say, a couple of dudes said, all right, we'll get high and we won't go back to the prayer circle. And then they did. Talk about we need forgiveness. And they got beat down. Got beat up riding the fence. Trying to best of both worlds. No, it ain't go down like that. You're going to do one or the other. So the answer to the question is no. Hey, and they're in Solano. You know, the Northerners will have a table, Blacks will have a table, Southsiders, all races have like a picnic table on the yard. The Woods had one, maybe two, and then the Christians had one. The Woods applauded. They wanted that table that the Christians had. A couple of Woods pushed up on them. Christians jumped up, defended their table, and beat them down. Imagine that. And I know one of the Woods that rushed the Christians, the tough-ass dude. So they defended their table in the name of Jesus. All right, so D-Money. Removal's not supposed to happen. When I was at New Delano, there's a dude in a straight-up wheelchair. Cool dude, man. Doing a gang of time in a wheelchair. Got shot in drive-by, as a matter of fact. Some new dude came in to the building. He took over. He had the keys. He was running things. He was running with an iron fist. This fool had his whole face all the way done. Except for one little spot, like right here. Like wasn't done. Like one little odd little weird spot. And then I seen him like a day later, and he's had like 3 lines through it. Like, looked like cat scratch fever. Look weird, dude. Like, you're so desperate to put tattoo there, you just like put 3 lines. His whole face done. That's not crazy. Pushed the hard line. Tricked out on a dude. On the way to dinner, had him jumped. 3 dudes jumped the guy in the wheelchair. Turned out to be the wrong guy. Reading the paper later, he's like, oh, shoot. Danny Chamber. Not Danny Candor. Oops. That came out top of the nugget. I probably could have came up with like some better names. Like, oh, Jim. I don't know. I don't want to say names. It's going to be someone's name. So how about something like, oh, Jim Pillow. I thought it was fucking Jim Willow. Whoopsarooski. How's this fucking fool jump? And then they got him a couple days later. No, they didn't get him. What he did was he rolled it up. And then the dudes that jumped the guy, like, we just jumped him. Like, we're just the soldiers. We didn't call the shot. Like, he told us to do it, and we did it. And they ended up getting fucked up later anyway. So, yeah. It doesn't mean. So, interesting as fuck. So, yeah. That should not have gone down. Should it? Guy in the wheelchair? Seems like if it's a guy in a wheelchair, you better, like, really make sure it's the right guy. I would think. Interesting AF says, fights when getting released. I've never seen it. He's like, as you're getting released, people like fighting. I've not seen it. But I thought it might come close because, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is when you get released from Wasco Reception has all B yard as PC. Even, they call it used to be H5. I think it's called D7 now. That little dorm on D yard's all PC. They have quite a bit PC, probably even more now since I've been there. And what they do is when you get released from Wasco Reception, pull out of your building, put you in R&R in a cell. In a holding cell, you're with about 10 dudes. You got the PCs over here. But when they give you your dress outs and they're getting ready to take you to the streets, then they put you all together. So now in the same cell with the PCs. You post up like that for like an hour. Some dude's like, no, I'm taking off on my CM. No, you're not. Dude, you're not going to fight. You're not going to take off on PC when you have your fucking street clothes on. And you're like getting ready to leave. You're out the door. I guess some people would. That's pretty gangster. Probably short timer. Someone do 30 days, probably going to give a rip. I guarantee you some dude just did 6 years. He's not going to do it, bro. I did 6 months. I didn't do it. I told him, dude, that's a cool beanie. This one dude, he was from Rosedale in Bakersfield. I got his name. And I was kind of like, I was wondering if I should take off on him downtown. But, dude, fuck that, bro. I'm free. Anyways, be that as it may. There's more. There's more. Yeah. News. I said his name twice. Lois. No, I'm sorry. Jose Luis Sanchez Jr. That just rolls out, huh? Which county has the most hitters and the deepest? And you know what? I'm going to keep it all the way real. And this is not even one of my favorite counties. But I'll just say, I'll keep it real. Sacramento, bro. I think they got gang of hitters. And they're deep. And they're down as Fizzuck. Everyone's down as Fizzuck. Like, everyone has hitters. But they got Sacramaniacs. They got Sacto Skins. And there's deep. I've just seen them do like quite a few power moves. My first violation, Mule Creek, they ran the whole thing. I turned the dude that had the keys for the building for the woods. He had these 3 guys, smaller woods on the yard, that were his personal weights. They followed him around so that they could sit on his shoulders and could squat. And he would pull this one up, and this one would hang off his neck while he did pull-ups. And they called him A, B, and C. A, come over here and sit on my shoulders. B, come here and sit on my hand. C, give me some water. And he's squatting and he's lifting. There's personal weights. Sac had it sewed up. All the ink, all the drugs, it's had everything. So, I still represented SoCal to the fullest, Bakersfield. Not gonna kiss no ass, man, never that. So, Jeremy Petro, cool cops, looked the other way. I did have an incident when I was in Soledad. Someone gave me a cell phone. I think I brought it up not too long ago. And they don't like you boarding up. You have a window in your cell, and you take cardboard, and you cover just like the bottom. You leave like this much. They don't, you can do that. They don't like it, but you can. I boarded all the way up. I was on the phone. I was also cooking wine. There's a couple of white wood cops on that didn't really trip. It seems like the white wood cops are cooler to the woods. Of course, just naturally. So, I was talking on the cell phone. I heard someone knock. I thought it was going to be someone come by and say, hey, do you want the cell phone back? So I took off the thing, and it was a cop. I was like, oh, shit. Boarded back up, hit the phone real quick, and he came in. He's like, give me the phone. He's like, I don't have one. I was like, here, take my wine. Take my wine. I have it. I only have wine. He's like, just tell me you have it, and I'll leave. But if you don't tell me you have it, I'm going to tear your house up and take it. One of those weird like scenarios, like Rock and Hard Place, Catch 22. No, Catch 23. No, Catch 23:16. Anyways, I guess he was cool. You don't really like to say cop and cool in the same sentence, do you? Then one time, when I got out of Soledad, I was already stringing on black. I went to these people's pad in the neighborhood. It's a couple. And the chick is real cool. Real cool, if you get my drift. And friendly, probably more friendly than should be, knowing that she has this dude. And he's tripping on her friendliness and how she's been around the block once, talked to everybody twice. So he doesn't, and he does the uppers and she does the downers. And I went by them. Like, I'm sick. Can you hook me up? And he's like, no, I buy it for her, not you. And she's like, yeah, but he's sick. He's like, all right, I'll give you some. But too much. You know what I mean? Fine, if you want to do some, do all that. Do all that or none. Like, this dude trying to kill me? Overdose me? Like, fine, I'll do it. And it really got that ass. I couldn't even get my chin off my chest. Boom, 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 boom. Kern County Sheriff being on the door. I didn't even care. Homegirls start putting everything in the trunk, which is a trip. Like, right there in front of me, had I put my chin off my chest, I could have got a visual. I heard it. Get yourself an image of that. So, I'm like this. She's putting him where she got to do it. Cops come in, grab him. Then she's like, fuck, I don't know what's going to go on. And I'm just like, and then they come and grab her. They're arresting the cop car, and I'm still sitting like this. And the cops come in, hey, you come out now. They wanted me to put my freaking hand on the thing. I'm just like nodding all over the place. We know you just got out of Soledad. We don't want to take you to jail. You're all tore up. What can we do with you? I was like, my family lives right across the street, which they did. And they have a tree in the front yard, and they have like a bench around the tree. I could lay on that bench. It looks so comfy right now. I go lay on that bench. Don't go nowhere. I waited for the cops to leave, and I got up, walked it past Strip, stole the Snickers. See, I wanted some chocolate count. Yeah, I guess they were cool-ish. What else so? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so I love these, man. Was it good for you? It was good for me. Hit me up for a magnet. I got a few shirts left. I think I don't know if they have any stickers. I don't know, man. But if you want to kick in a donation, maybe it's Friday and you got like a fat paycheck, you want to show some love, whatever. I mean, that'd be awesome. I'll be feeling it because we got some plans. Hey, I'm going to go on Hoodstocks. So we're really going to need the support and love of the Point of View crew. I guess we could talk about that later because I got to get there. Plans got to be made. So I know you guys are going to have my back on that. We'll talk about that more later. Another video tomorrow, dude. I'm going to let it rip. I'm going to freaking hit it hard. I'm going to post every damn day. Tomorrow I want to do somewhat of a true crime. See, I want to say true crime and it came out crew. You guys do that? Like my brain wanted to like compact the word. true crime, but it's like a Bakersfield true crime. And it's a crazy story, man. And furthermore, I seen the dude. He was fighting. He ended up getting the death penalty. I seen him in Kern County Jail. We were stealing his lunch. First, we stole his orange. And the cops said, give it for our pruno. Then I stole the cookie. You know, then the chips. Finally, I just didn't give him nothing. Took the sandwich too. And the cops said, you gotta give him fucking something. At least give him a sandwich. You gotta throw something in there. Because like, little tiny bit still in it. I don't want to give his lunch. Fuck him. He's scandalous, dog. Fuck him in his neck. Anyway, I'm gonna cut stream, let it fly. Look for that story. More videos. We'll do another view choice later and all that good stuff. Cut stream, let it fly. Peace.